Starting August 5th, basement suites and backyard suites are permitted use across Calgary's low-density neighborhoods. City Council voted this week, and it changes how suite approvals work here. In the next 5 minutes, I'll walk you through what Council actually decided, what permitted use means in plain language, and what it changes for you if you own a home in Calgary or you're shopping for one with a suite in mind. I'm David Stephen, a realtor here in Calgary with CIR Realty, and suite questions come up all the time. Buyers want the mortgage helper, homeowners want the option. Back in June, I covered the rezoning repeal and the promise Council made in that same decision. Suites were coming as permitted uses. And so this is the follow through. Let's get to it. On July 21st, Council held a public hearing and approved amendments to the land use bylaw. Two big ones. Secondary suites, that's your basement suite, are now listed as permitted use in every low density residential district. And backyard suites, the ones over a garage or standing alone on the lot, get the same treatment. This traces back to April when Council repealed blanket rezoning. Part of that same decision directed the city to bring suites forward as permitted uses everywhere. July 21st was Council making good on that promise. The changes take effect August 5th. So what does permitted use actually mean? Here's a plain read. Before this, a suite in many districts was a discretionary use. Discretionary means the city looks at your application and makes a judgment call. They weigh the context, they can attach conditions, and they can say no even if you've ticked every box. And when a discretionary permit gets approved, neighbors get a window to appeal it. Appeals add months and cost, and sometimes they kill the project outright. Permitted use flips that. If your application meets the bylaw rules, the city has to approve it. No judgment call and no neighbor appeal on an application that follows the rules. That's the whole change, and it's a big one. The maybe is gone from the process. If you own a home and you've been sitting on a suite project because the approval felt like a coin flip, that coin flip is gone. Meet the rules and you're approved. If you're a buyer, this changes how you look at certain houses. Separate side entrances, 9-foot basements, laneway access, that potential got more real because you're no longer pricing in the risk that the city or neighbors say no. And if you're selling a house with those features, it's worth calling out in the listing because the buyer's math just got simpler. Now, the honest caveat, this doesn't make every basement a suite. Your lot still has to fit the rules and parking requirements haven't gone anywhere. And plenty of basements can't meet code without real money. Permitted use takes the guesswork out of approval. It doesn't make the renovation any cheaper or easier. You still need a building permit, and the suite itself still has to meet safety code. So that means egress windows, ceiling heights, smoke alarms, the whole list. 2 weeks ago, I made a video on what separates a legal suite from an illegal one in Calgary, and every word of it still applies. The rules for approval changed. The rules for building a safe legal suite did not. I'll link that video below. If you're weighing a house with suite potential or wondering what this does to your own home's value, my DMs are always open and there's a link to my site below. If this was useful, a subscribe